Greenland looks like the last place on Earth where drama should exist. It's cold, it's quiet, and most of it is just ice. But right now, some of the world's most powerful countries are paying very close attention to it. NATO is tense, big governments are arguing, and Greenland's own leaders are openly talking about the possibility of conflict. So, why does this massive frozen island suddenly matter so much? On paper, Greenland seems irrelevant. It has fewer people than a small town, brutal weather, and almost no roads. But look at it on a map. Greenland sits right between North America and Europe. Along the shortest path, missiles, aircraft, and submarines would travel in a major conflict. That alone makes it strategically priceless. And that's before we even talk about what's under the ice. The United States has been involved in Greenland's security for decades. There's already a major American military base there that watches the skies for incoming threats. In simple terms, if something dangerous is heading toward North America from the Arctic, Greenland is where the US wants to see it first. That's why American leaders keep talking about Greenland, and why in the past the US even floated the idea of buying it. It sounded ridiculous at the time. Now, it sounds strategic. Here's where things get awkward. Greenland isn't an independent country, it's part of Denmark, and Denmark is a NATO ally. So when the US starts pushing too aggressively, Europe pushes back. NATO leaders have publicly called for calm, diplomacy and cooperation, basically saying, let's not turn allies into rivals. Meanwhile, Denmark has increased military patrols and joint exercises around Greenland, quietly reminding everyone, this island is protected. Here's the part people often forget. Greenland isn't just a chessboard. People actually live there. Recently, Greenland's Prime Minister said that a serious security crisis, or worse, cannot be completely ruled out. That's not something leaders say lightly. As the ice melts, Greenland's real value starts to show. We're talking rare earth minerals, uranium, and materials critical for electric vehicles, weapons systems, and modern technology. Resources the world desperately needs and currently depends on just a few countries for. At the same time, new Arctic shipping routes are opening up. Routes that could completely change global trade, so Greenland isn't just about defense anymore. It's about money, supply chains, and who controls the future. However, the US already has a major military presence in Greenland. There are radar systems there designed to detect threats coming over the Arctic, especially from Russia. So officially, Washington's argument is simple. Greenland equals early warning, missile defense, and Arctic security. But critics say there's more to it. Some analysts argue that the urgency around Greenland feels unusual. They point out that at home, there are economic pressures, political divisions, and upcoming electoral battles. Which leads to one popular theory. Is Greenland being used as a distraction? Some European commentators go further. They argue this isn't just about defense, it's about leverage, a way to pressure Europe on other issues by creating a high-stakes standoff. Russia and China, both countries have criticized aggressive moves around Greenland. And from their perspective, a divided NATO is useful. Some analysts even suggest that loud Western disagreements over Greenland hand strategic advantages to rivals, without them firing a single shot. This is where the theories really heat up. Some critics argue the Greenland push is about legacy politics, bold moves meant to project strength and dominance on the world stage. Others go further, asking uncomfortable questions. Is this about avoiding attention on domestic problems, or is it simply classic power politics, wrapped in dramatic language? There are no clear answers. But the fact that these questions are being asked at all shows how controversial the issue has become.